It's Fallon.
And Bobby.
Has not gone to bed yet.
Haven't slept! For...
So you can't say that.
I'll say what I want. Bleep it out. I want that in there. I want that censored. This is now comedy.
You can't say that.
Don't enjoy it. I see you.
Called you out.
Bring it on. I love that. Oh my God, I got a shout out.
He'll be like the first one to see it too. We don't know what we're gonna show today. I hurt my neck like 2 nights ago.
I also hurt my neck yesterday doing a suplex, so that's fun.
I couldn't move yesterday, so we're not doing anything choke-wise. We decided to do no-gi because we're both really lazy and not feeling it, honestly.
I don't even have knee pads on.
Yeah, he's wearing glasses. He didn't even put his contacts in, so that's something. And even me, I usually don't even like going out to eat, but the only thing getting me through this right now is going to breakfast after. So we'll see what we get in the works for you guys. We don't know what we're thinking. We might do a takedown. Might do a shin on shin.
Probably gonna hurt our necks.
Yeah, but we're doing it for you, so you appreciate this. Like a dog. We're Italian.
Are we though? We don't even know.
Our last name's Fratone.
There's so many stories.
Hi guys, we're the Fratone'S. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be showing a little bit of a sequence. We're going to be going into a shin on shin, into an X guard, into a tactical stand up.
All right, guys, let's get to it. 1, 2, 3, hooks.
That's pretty good.
All right, guys. So first thing we're going to start off with today is just getting to a shin on shin position to basically put you in either a single leg X or a full on X guard. The way that I like to approach this, usually I'm seated in a butterfly guard position. I have my elbows in nice and tight. I'm having good posture. My feet are together. I like to always take my front shin and I'm going to place it in front of my opponent's front leg. Okay, so shin on shin, just like the name implies, I'm gonna hook her shin and her ankle with my shin and my ankle. So I'm flexing my toes, I bring my shin in, and I'm going to sit up as close as I can to my opponent's knee. I want to glue my chest to my opponent's knee, and I'm gonna hug behind, pulling this in nice and tight, and using my right hand on the floor as a good frame and as a good post, because if she tries to drive into me, I have this hand to kind of back myself up so I can stay seated. If I don't put that hand there, she's gonna put my back on the floor and start to knee slice and then start to pass. So I'm shin on shin, I'm hugging, I'm staying nice and tight, my hand is here on the floor. If this hand is not on the floor, sometimes I like to use it to push the knee to create some space, right? Kind of almost to make her do like a split, just to give me some room to flip it, all right? All I'm gonna do from this position is my leg is basically gonna become like a pinball flicker. As I fall, I'm gonna fall to my right shoulder and I'm gonna kick my left leg. So as I'm here, right, I'm just gonna fall to my shoulder, I kick my leg. You'll see that what happens there is when I kick, it forces her to step and allows me to lift my hips and hook my ankle around her hip at the same time. So I'm lifting my butt up off the floor, I'm pinching my knees together, and I'm gonna be using my heel like a grappling hook. So as my heel touches, I can use this leg motion to help pick myself up. So I'm digging my heel into my opponent's hip. That's gonna help me lift my hips up, and I'm gonna pinch my knees nice and tight, nice and hard around my opponent's thigh to kind of stabilize her mobility. Also understand that when I'm here and she goes through, right, this hand is pushing this knee and I need to keep this shin in. If I don't keep this shin in, she's just going to mount me, right? If I keep this leg here, they're just gonna take the mount and then they're gonna score points. But when I'm here in this position, my shin is in the middle, so if she tries to mount, my shin is in the way, my shin is blocking, okay? So from this position, once I'm here, the first option that we like to go for is just a very basic sweep where I bump my hips and I fall to the left like a treetop. So from here, I'm just lifting my hips, bumping my partner over, and then a lot of times you would go for an ankle lock, but we're not gonna be working that today. So the first option, just a very basic sweep if you're going against someone that you feel doesn't have a lot of balance, or just to kind of check them a little bit. So I'm here, I'm shin on shin, I push my opponent's knee, I fall to my shoulder. As I'm falling, look, I keep posting this leg out for space. I bring my knee inside, my left foot is going to kick like a pinball flicker, pulling her foot over my body. So as I kick, look, that frees this leg, allowing me to hook my opponent's hip, lifting my hips into the sky, and pinching my knees with my butt off the floor, trying to isolate her kneecap with my hips, okay? Then once I get to here, right, I would try to lift my hips and bump. But if someone has a better base, a lot of time like Fallon, right, if I'm gonna lift my hips and bump, she's not going to move, right? She's able to move this hand, or this leg rather, if I'm not able to catch it. So instead, all I'm gonna do is I take my top leg, I'm gonna let that swim underneath, and we're gonna go for an X guard, okay? So all I'm doing is I'm coming from here to here, okay? Once I have this position, I take my left arm, that is over the top, and I'm just gonna swim it underneath. So my right hand, I like to block. This hand is gonna swim inside. I'm gonna pick this up, and I'm gonna pull her leg all the way on top of my shoulder. As her leg's on top of my shoulder, I like to grab the kneecap here, and I turn it outward. That way it kind of locks down her leg and paralyzes her, so she doesn't have as much motion as she would. So as I'm here, I'm just going to open, and as I open, I'm now going to start to stretch. As I stretch, I'm gonna come up onto my elbow. I'm gonna place my right foot here on my opponent's kneecap. As I stretch, placing my left foot on the mat so I can start to do a tactical stand-up. I wanna keep my knee locked out, because as my knee's locked out, if she ever tries to drive back into me, she's not going to be able to. Of course, I never let go of the knee. I just did that to show you, but I'm gonna be holding and twisting this the whole time. So as I'm here on my elbow, my knee is locked out as a frame. She can't put any weight on me. That means she's gonna be very light, okay? The more of her that I push that way, the lighter this leg becomes, the easier it is for me to stand up. So all I'm gonna do is from this position, I'm holding the knee. I come from my elbow, I come up to my hand, and I'm gonna lift my hips up off the floor. I pick up my hips using my hand and using this leg that I placed on the mat. When I lift my hips, that's gonna make room for me to swing this leg under my body. When I swing the leg under my body, I keep my head tall, and I wanna have a good posture. If I look down, she's gonna swing her leg over my head. If I look up to the ceiling, this acts as a wall, and she's not gonna be able to move her foot. She's just gonna kick me in the side of the cheek, which is fine. I'd rather take that to get the sweep. So I'm looking up, I lift my hips, I pull this leg back like I'm doing a tactical stand-up, and I'm going to stand. Once I'm here, this leg is basically going to treetop my opponent over. We have a couple different reactions, right? If they're flexible, right, I'll just like kind of start driving them, hoping that they'll fall, kick the leg, or I'll take this knee and I start twisting it down. When I twist the knee down, that's gonna make her post the hands on the floor. I do a gable grip, I chop the knee to the mat, and I start driving forward. If you want a calf slice from here, you can, or I'll just climb the body and go for the back. And that's our position.
Early. So it's 8:30.
I'm sick.
It's 8 in the morning. We're sickened.
Really threw us off our game. I don't even know what I was saying. All right, guys, and that's the position for this week. 1, 2, 3, hook.
Thank you so much for tuning in for our video. Don't forget to put any comments below to say what position you want to see that we'll show next week.
And don't forget to like and tap that subscribe button. 1, 2, 3, hook.